This box means we can officially start the P-82 twin Mustang build. Our first order of business is to install our wing servos, which is exactly why this box is full of brand new high-tech servos. Before these go in, we need to make sure we have the right types of servo arms on them and get the mounting grommets installed. This just makes everything easy and allows us to install the servos right away when it's time. As you can see, our ailerons are not connected to the wing at this point, so we need to install some hinges for them. These are what are known as CA hinges, and they slide into pre-cut slots, and then using some thin CA glue with a nice little nylon tip, these hinges soak up the glue really nicely, join the two parts together while still allowing them to move freely. This plane uses 4 hinges for each aileron, and then we have 3 for the flap and the middle portion of our wing. To mount our servos to the servo tray, we have to glue in some balsa stock. Now I'm simply lining up the servo where I want it, placing some marks down with a pen, and then gluing the blocks into place. 4 screws to mount the servo, and then the entire tray gets mounted into the wing using 4 more screws. Same process for our other aileron servo, and then the flap servo in the middle. Now the retract setup on this plane will come a bit later, but I at least wanted to get the landing gear screwed into place for now, and honestly, I might even swap these out for some nice electric retracts in the near future. With the servos now in, we need to install our control horns onto the control surfaces themselves and make some push rods to connect everything. Making sure the servos are still centered, we attach a clevis to the threaded end of this metal rod and bend the other end 90 degrees so we can slide it through the servo arm. There is some excess that we need to trim off, and honestly, these old cutters are the only thing that are ever up for the task. Rinse and repeat this process for the other 2 servos, and we officially have 3 servos installed into this plane, and our wing is shaping up really nicely. The quick test of everything shows that it's all working as it should with no problems, which means we can move on to the next step of this build. So if you want to see that, make sure to follow along.